Hello there, and welcome to another edition of Language Bites. Today I present very commonplace scenarios, as you'll see, such as writing a business email, creating a product description. The thing is, every time we use language, we will probably make use of these, and that is articles. I bring it today because articles in English function in a different way than that of Spanish, or rather, we have different or less articles in English as in Spanish. In fact, I would say in English we've got 2.5 articles, maybe 3 to be precise, but you'll see what I mean by the end of this video. Let's begin with the first case, that of the indefinite article. And that is the classic A or N, as in she works in an office, she's an executive and he's a manager. We charge 500 an hour. It sells 1.75 a litre. And a loss leader is an article that the store sells at a low price to tempt customers to buy other goods. So, of course, the uses differ, but all in all, every time we use this article, we mean an unspecified singular countable noun. But the meaning would be that of any of these kind, okay? That's why it's indefinite, because it is unspecified. That's the meaning that this carries. And in terms of how it functions or which elements it accompanies or modifies, we need to use it with countable, singular, most importantly, countable nouns. So we're going to use it to talk about professions, the names of professions, and executive, like one of a kind. I'm referring to a category with expressions of measurement, an hour, a liter, and all in all things of the same type. A loss leader, any loss leader, okay? I'm referring to all of these kind and none in particular. Why? Because if I were talking about something in particular, I would need the definite article. And that is the. Let's take a look at some examples. I'll meet you in the reception area. They had a villa in Cannes and a chalet in Innsbruck. They sold the villa, but they sold the villa. The rich, the poor, the French, the unemployed, the World Wide Web, where you and I are right now. So if we take a look at the first case, I'll meet you in the reception area. I'm talking about something clear. Perhaps for you and I, and this sentence without its context doesn't mean anything. But if you're talking about to a colleague and you mention the meeting room or the cafeteria or the parking lot, you and I, or you and your partner, would think of the same thing. So it is understood. It is clear. In the second case, it is clear as well, but because I have mentioned it before. See that the first time I made reference to the villa, when I introduced it, I did so by means of e. They had a villa, one of many villas that I assume there are. But now I'm talking about the one that they sold. So it's a particular. This villa was sold. The villa, the one I said before. Their villa. And in the last one, they introduce a category marked by means of an adjective. They're rich, they're poor. This is a group, a category. And then here is where my half article appears, the zero article. This is where the challenge appears for us Spanish speaking people, because we don't have this in Spanish. But in English, money is the root of all evil. And other examples, as in Poland, Japan, Dr. Spock, President Obama. When do we not use an article, or when do we use a zero article? When we're talking about mass nouns in general statements, or uncountable nouns, for example, in general, as in the case of money, or rise, or any of the uncountable nouns we studied before. And then the second case is that of names of places and people. Countries in general, nor cities, take article except some of them, as in the UK, the Netherlands, the Philippines, the USA, but there aren't many more. So, we need to take a look at the kind of noun. Is it singular? Is it plural? Is it countable? Is it uncountable? Is it clear by the context or by the text to what I'm referring? And am I talking in a more general or specific manner? So, you know the drill. Practice makes perfect, so make sure to follow the link in the description box to access two activities on this topic. And since you're here, why don't you take a look at another one of our videos? So that's it. Thanks for watching.